And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Up next, it's our main event between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And here we go from Chicago. Josh Blackwell to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
First down throw by Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And now they face 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The pistol snap. Darnold. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they will finally catch up to him just as... second before he could reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the gun, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down. Already connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second and 10. Darnold. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
This, our last play of the quarter. Throwing is Darnold on third down. We'll have the first down and even more. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks have got to look towards the end zone.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
Walker on first down. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it'll be second and goal.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's third and goal.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete on third and goal. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. Kicks away from one. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Williams to throw on first. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now Williams. He set the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Williams to throw on third. That is brought in by Burton. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. So first and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. Well, this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Drops it underneath, Swift. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Running for it, it's Swift. And this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout, so they're first to 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. On 4th down, it's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They go with my young guy here. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Swift will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Third and goal. It's Williams. He rolls to his right. Command pulls it in along the sideline. And that that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
Just a whole different mindset now, Kate, really for both sides. As they go into halftime, more than likely tied. Just starting from scratch, whole new ball game.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Derink Young to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Bears do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects on the crosser. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Walker now from the gun. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Here he is on third and short. It's his running back. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. That's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
We've set it down from 37. Walker running to the right. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He finds Smith and Jigba, right side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10, Darnold vacates quickly left side. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Throwing from the gun. That's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. One in behind center with Swift. This is ahead for about 5. Up to the ground by Nick Eamon-Warring.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Looking to throw. Flush out, pressure's there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
He gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Darnold to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Ooh, without much time left on that play clock, Coach Mike McDonald calls a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want to throw it into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears losing by 7. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
They'll look to throw it. Headed out right. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going for it himself. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on fourth down.
Let's get out of here with a W, offense. Take it all the way. Terms Dilly.
Desperation time here. He finds Odunze running the slant. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him the possession.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets the Seahawks first down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Here goes set.
Going with a quick pass out wide. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Bears 3. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. 2nd and 3 now.
Ready, set.
Here's Williams. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here he goes, one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Chicago.